Good morning, Mzansi. Good morning, world. It is a morning because it is about like 7 a.m. in the morning, and this is time for inspection today. So, in this episode, we're basically doing an inspection of our garden in real time, okay? So, this is what we do every morning, and the reason why we do an inspection every morning is because we've got, like an ecosystem here. We've got dogs, we've got birds, and we want to make sure that our plants are in good standards every day. So to make sure that they are healthy, to also make sure that nothing is damaged, and also we check things like irrigation to just make sure there isn't leaks, so that we can avoid a crisis. Because guys, like honestly speaking, you don't want to have a crisis. Otherwise, it sets you back like 5, 6, or 7 times. So I'm gonna take you through the garden, and we'll do inspection, just a general inspection that I do every day, just to make sure that our plants and our garden is up to scratch. Okay, so we'll start in this side. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got different crops like as we do the companion planting, but also I just realized that our spinach has leaf miners. Okay, there's dots in our spinach, and as you can see, it's pretty crowded. So just realize now that, like as going forward, as we're going to take it off today, but going forward, we're going to separate our spinach and we're going to crop rotate in this space, just to make sure that the soil gets enough of everything. Okay, so this spinach has been here for like above a year now, more than a year. So we just want to make sure that we get it cleared up, and then we're gonna crop rotate. Hey guys, you can actually prevent leaf miners. It's actually when you see the leaf that has dots or spots or something funny, remove it, and then make sure that you put it away from other crops, away from the spinach especially, because the disease will continue to infect other plants as well. All right, so this side we are checking also our maize. As you can see, there's a lot of improvement. Every day, guys, it's like a new thing with Umbona, with the maize. As you can see, the combs are starting to come out. So this is taller than what we had last year. So every day we check, how the maize is doing as well. As you can see, also there's also these leaves that are hanging. Just want to make sure that you remove it as well. Okay. There we go. And then we move on. Okay. So guys, we're going to check out our like fifth row, okay, to check our beans, how our beans are doing as well. Every morning we do this. As you can see, these have turned yellow, meaning that they are ready to be harvested very soon once they get dry. So we do check every day if they are dry or not. As you can see here, we're going to have some nice beans as well. And then I see another one there, and then I remove the leaves again as well. um, just remove some spinach and some weeds, in between as well. And then there you go, here's a dry one. All right, here's another dry one, so we keep on harvesting as well. um, I'm just gonna keep on harvesting on this. I'm gonna move over here to check if there's more dry ones to harvest. There we go. There's a whole lot more. As you can see, there's a lot of beans here, guys. Some of them just need to give them a little bit of time, okay? So we keep on doing this every morning, okay, as part of our inspection as well, just to make sure that, there isn't a lot of doing throughout the day. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to this section as well, check out our sunflower, and our beans as well, this side. Um, our baby marrows here, as you can see, some of them are breaking. The leaves are breaking, so you just remove it there nicely. So we make sure we don't step on them. All right, just give them space over there. All right, so we're gonna check out our pumpkin as well, our climbing pumpkin, to see how it's doing. And I can already see here there's one that needs support. So I just use a string and scissors, okay, and I just support it over there, not too tightly. And I just put the string just to support it. There we go. Then I just cut out nicely there. All right. And then I'll continue with the tomatoes as well, just to check which ones. This one looks like it can stand on its own for now. Just to double check and then do some pruning as well, need be. All right. Then also support the tomato as well. All right, so this is the space that we need to clear. So we have big plans for this space over here. So, but I wanted to show you the tomato. If you follow me on social media, you would have seen me posting some of the pictures of this tomato. So when we were clearing this side, some of the areas this side, we discovered that there was a tomato growing, and I just wanted to show you how it is carrying, you know, the tomatoes over here. So every day, every morning also, I just come and do the pruning as well, and just make sure that, you know, it's fully supported. And as you can see, it's bearing nice fruit over there. All right, but it's been growing on its own, just, you know, in a random space. And yeah, we're gonna let it grow. Okay, so let me go now and show you the other side and what. Okay, so this is our first part of our animal section, guys. We need to check every day how the rabbits are doing. As you can see, we need to count them as well. 1, 2, 3. So yesterday we had one of the rabbits, you know, missing. As you can see over there, they dig a hole, and that's what we just realized now, that they have their own way of survival. Okay, so we're just checking in if they need anything. You can see one is already drinking water over there, and also just to make sure that they've got enough food. Okay, so we're on a different section of our garden, the biggest part of the garden. We're also checking here how green peppers doing, how our beans are doing, because anything can happen overnight. All right, so I'm gonna walk through each row just to check if there isn't, you know, cutworms as well, guys. So we keep on doing this because if you remember that in the beginning we also checked for things like cutworms and stuff. Okay, and then we take off some weeds as well, and then later on we're going to water our garden. Okay, as you can see here, there's a couple of weeds growing that we want to remove instantly because these guys can take over. All right, here, and then here we're going to fill up the gaps as well later on, and then we're going to water our garden and put on some nice organic compost. All right, so let me show you the green peppers that are already producing. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of them. So right here we already have one. You see, we've got one here that is already nice and shiny, and then we have another one over here. So this is what we see every morning when we inspect. We see the growth and the development as well of our plants. As you can see here, there was a cutworm already, so that's why we were doing the inspection. So we still want to make sure that it's still not around. It's already gone, you guys. So you just want to make sure that as early as possible you come and look at your green peppers so that you find it when it's here. So I was a little bit too late, but we're gonna actually replace this green pepper very soon. Okay, okay, so now I'm gonna take you to the other section of the garden and check out our nursery and do inspection over there. Okay, so we are inspecting our nursery right now. Okay, as you can see here, there's a lot of stuff going on. We already took some seedlings out into the ground, and now what we need to do is to put back new seedlings as well. We also need to make sure that some of the seedlings that are ready to go back and fill in those gaps that we've seen already, they go in there, and then we start the process all over again. So what goes on here is a lot of work. So every day when we come in, we want to make sure that it's spaced out nicely. If we need to remove stuff from the nursery, we remove it on time, and also we refill our bags and our trays with seeds again. Okay, and so that we can have more seedlings as well. So that's our nursery part of it. Okay, and then guys, yeah, if you like this video, you know, keep liking, hit the sub button if you want to hear more from inside Legacy Farm. Okay, so this is the inspection video. Please let us know in the comment section, what do you do in your inspection? What are the other things probably that I didn't mention that you do in your regular garden? Okay, so see you next time. Keep gardening.